Hey guys, what's going on? This is going to be my last video from here in Canada before I get on a plane and go down to ICAST and start popping videos off on the floor down there for you. But if you can do me a favor before I talk about this last product, hit subscribe down below. Also hit the get notifications bell. That little bell is going to make sure when we do a new video, it pops into your feed. Also hit the like button. We love getting this out there, or share. Also, if you have any questions or comments, leave them down below. We're going to be glad to help you out. As soon as we get a chance to, I will help you guys out as best as I humanly can. So what's the last product I'm going to be talking about? This is a catch up to what I just spoke about, which was the new Shimano Japanese Braid Aero 8. Well, that one was floating. This one is sinking. This is Shimano CORE G9. And as the name suggests, CORE G9 means it's a 9-carrier braid. This weave has 9 strands and a high density core. So 8 strands on the outside, 1 core that is high density, and that is what makes it sinking. So let's go through all the features. First one you're going to notice is this is actually made in Japan, but it is made from Izanas fiber. That is a high strength, ultra high strength Izanas polyethylene fiber. So it makes it super small, super strong, super consistent. That is important. The other thing, we talked about 8-carrier weave with a high density core. The specific gravity of CORE G9 is actually 1.13 to 1.27. If water is specific gravity is 1, so anything 1 is neutrally suspending in water, and Aero 8 is 0.98, which means it's lighter than water, which makes it float very, very slightly. This is slightly heavier than water, so it's going to make it sink. What that does as a sinking braid is really going to help when you've got deep water bottom contact techniques, or you're vertical jigging deep, or you're doing anything like scoping a pinging a minnow deep. These two braids are not in competition with each other whatsoever. I feel like Aero 8, which I have here, and CORE G9 are complementary of each other. And that's important to remember. Anytime you're fishing shallower stuff that is near the surface or less depth, I feel like Aero 8 is going to be the ticket. But when you're looking to remove a lot of bow in your line, or you're pinging a minnow and scoping a fish deep with a minnow, that's where the G9 is going to come in handy. Or you're trying to feel the bottom when you're dragging, and that less bow in the line is going to give you better sensitivity, better contact, less line out. G9 is where you're going to want to go. So like Aero 8, it uses the PE rating system. PE rating system is very different than the North American pound test rating system, but this is going to be available from 0.6 all the way up to 2 PE. That's basically the difference of like 6 to 22 pound test between all the PE. So 0.6, 0.8, 1, 1.2, 1.5, and 2 PE. You're talking 0.6 is like 11 pounds average breaking strength, but the minimum it's going to break at 6. So it is significantly smaller and lighter than 5-pound Power Pro. So just keep that in mind. I think the most common ones are going to be 0.8 and 1 for the small spinning side, because they cast incredibly well. I've had a chance to use these. They feel great. They're sensitive. They hold up great with knot strength, even after being stretched. This has been a really, really good product thus far. So I'm excited to see you guys try to use this, especially in the finesse world of fishing. Like Aero 8, this also has a silicone coating, enhanced smoothness, enhanced abrasion resistance on this line, the CORE G9. And then the last thing is going to be the fact that it's available in 2 colors. This is available in Mocha Brown, which I like the Mocha Brown, and pink. So you've got a Hi-Vis and a stealth version. That is the Mocha Brown. The other version is a bright hot pink. So just like Aero 8, which is available in moss green and Hi-Vis orange, this is available in Mocha Brown and in pink. There you have it, guys. That is another new product. I'm kind of excited to see this one hit the market. This is going to go perfectly well with, I use Power Pro for so many applications, but there's going to be specific ones where I need something maybe a little smaller than the 5-pound Power Pro I'm so accustomed to. And this is where I feel like CORE G9 and Aero 8 are going to fit in perfectly. There you have it. If you guys can do me a favor, I would appreciate it if you could click subscribe down below. Hit the get notifications bell, guys. That makes sure our new videos get into your feed. Also, if you have a question, leave a comment down below. Love chatting with you guys. Here to help you out as best I can. I want everybody catching more fish in the very near future. Hope you guys are all staying safe. Hope everybody's having some fun. Last but most importantly, I hope you're all catching some fish. I'll talk to you guys from Orlando later.